Hello everyone, welcome to Quick English Learning. In today's video, there will be a comparison between IELTS and Duolingo. Usually, these adaptive tests are suggested as visa requirements to aspirants for smooth processing. Many a times, these aspirants are confused, rather to go for IELTS or for Duolingo. By the end of this quick video, you will get your answers hopefully. So let's proceed. So let's first talk about IELTS. What is IELTS? IELTS is the International English Language Testing System. It is designed to help you work, study, or migrate to a country where English is the native language. So this includes countries as Australia, Canada, New Zealand, the UK, and USA. Your ability to listen, read, write, and speak in English will be assessed during the test. IELTS is graded on scale of 1 to 9. IELTS is jointly owned by British Council, IDP, IELTS Australia, and Cambridge English. Because it's a language proficiency test. So the IELTS test has 4 components such as reading, writing, speaking, and listening. For that purpose, the candidates are given different activities such as comprehension exercises to test the reading skill, writing an essay to test the writing, a video to watch and making sense of what the characters are saying to assess the listening of the candidate, and of course a topic to speak on that will be a speaking activity. Through all these activities, the candidates are assessed individually and their final score is compiled between 1 to 9 scale. Now let's talk about Duolingo, which is a newly emerged test. Since 2014, this test is struggling to make its place as equivalent to IELTS. What is Duolingo? It is an online English test taken via a computer and camera. Students are evaluated on the main 4 criteria of reading, writing, listening, and speaking, as same as we had in IELTS. The Duolingo test can be taken from your home. It is affordable and takes only 1 hour to complete in a single sitting. This is in contrast to much longer English tests for international students elsewhere. As for the test format is concerned for Duolingo, it is because it's the adaptive test, which means that it keeps on getting more difficult as more correct answers are supplied, which means that if the candidate gives one correct answer, the examiner will ask more difficult question to rate the candidate at the better scale. So the test has 2 parts. One is adaptive test and another is video and writing. In adaptive test, basically the listening and reading is tested. For the first 45 minutes, the test measures include completing missing letters from a paragraph of text, typing out a statement played via audio, seeking out real English words from fake English words, and describing an image. The next part of the test is called video and writing. It is the final part of the exam that requires candidate to discuss one of the 2 topics in a video interview, followed by a writing exam of the same format. Candidates will have 1 to 3 minutes to complete the video section and 3 to 5 minutes to complete the writing test. So this part basically based on testing the writing and speaking of the candidate. After the test, students will receive their Duolingo test result within 48 hours of taking the exam. Let's move on to discuss the Duolingo result scoring, which is a little bit different from IELTS. Here you go with the comparison of Duolingo score and IELTS score. As you can see that the Duolingo score is in digits and IELTS usually have bands. The higher the digits are, the bigger the band you will get. Candidates usually have many concerns about Duolingo test and its equivalence and acceptance as we have for IELTS. So there are more than 2000 schools that accept Duolingo test. Now the question is, like, in which countries the Duolingo test is acceptable? So we have the United States, Canada, Australia and the UK, all developed countries. And this test is the need of the hour in the scenario like the digitalized system in all fields of life. Since Duolingo tests are affordable, easily accessible, flexible, safe and secure, many universities are accepting Duolingo. That's all for now. If you find the video helpful, hit like and subscribe the channel for more updates.